What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another episode. In today's video, we're taking a look at another episode in the series Loot from 100 Runs. A series where I farm a specific dungeon 100 times, and I keep everything of value or of interest, and then I do these videos showing you guys what I received and how to do the farm. So in today's video, it's Sunken Temple, and we're going to take a look at it, but firstly, big thank you to everyone that supported me by joining in on the VIP Discord. VIP Discord is pretty much like a Patreon, but everything happens on the Discord channel. So once you get invited to the channel, you can watch all my YouTube videos before they go public on YouTube. And you also get exclusive content in forms of gold tips. There's multiple spreadsheets, investments, and much more. So if you already have the 0 to 10 million gold guide, and if it's helped you, made you a lot of gold, then you're definitely going to enjoy your stay on the VIP Discord as well. But if you don't have the gold guide, use the discount code student for 50% off. But both things will be linked down below in the description. So Sunken Temple is located right here in Swamp of Sorrows. You enter the temple right here, up the stairs, run down to the basement. And the dungeon itself is very short. You don't need to have a speed set druid in order to finish the run, like 10 runs in an hour. It is very fast. There's not that many mobs, not that many bosses. It is advised to have skinning on the tomb that you're farming on, since it is such a short dungeon, and if you want to min-max the dungeon runs that you do have plenty of time to actually skin the mobs, which is quite good. Now, I haven't skinned the mobs in my 100 runs because I'm not in the position where I need gold. I just think it's fun to farm for rare, expensive items. But it adds up. It adds up to a good chunk of gold. In the tick leather, the rug leather, you get tick hides, you get the since patch 10.17, you get the scales as well. Like this decent gold from skinning, and I would highly recommend everyone doing this to actually skin the mobs. Like doing 100 runs of this, and you're probably gonna make like right above 100,000 gold just from skinning all of the mobs. So, but just be noted that I haven't done it because that number is gonna be steady anyways. It's not like if I do 100 runs and skin the mobs, and then the next time I do 100 runs, the amount of materials is going to vary, right? But I've done that in the past, but now I wanted to do the runs really fast so I can move over to the next dungeon that you guys have suggested and finish that one as well for another additional video. Now, once you move in from the dungeon and you take a right and you clear out the room at Avatar of Ikari, you want to go directly over to this room right here with Jamal the Prophet, because you cannot kill the dragons unless you kill Jamal the Prophet first. So clear out all the ads. It's important to kill the bosses as well because there's not that many mobs in the dungeon. So and you can get the items you're after in Sunken Temple, like from the bosses as well. Now, tagging the boss will make all the mobs run towards you, so you can just stand and wait around for the mobs to arrive, kill them, and then finish off like any mobs that won't follow you for some reason. But on the topic of items of interest, when you're doing Sunken Temple and why you're doing Sunken Temple, so the first reason why people are doing Sunken Temple is because it's decent gold from skinning the mobs, and then you also have a chance at getting good collectible items. Now, don't get me wrong, the World Drop Epics, World Drop Blues, and even World Drop Green items from Sunken Temple just isn't there. It's the wrong item or the wrong level on the mobs, so they can't really drop anything interesting from the World Drop loot table. However, though, Sunken Temple has a lot of rare weapons and armor that can only drop inside of Sunken Temple, and they can't drop any other places, and they have a unique appearance. So specifically weapons, there's a lot of weapons from Sunken Temple, blue weapons, with a really good price. So definitely worth doing Sunken Temple if you're in a position where you want to combine steady gold with a chance at getting something of great value. So also, the entrance, since the dungeon is so short, it's quite easy to walk out, reset the dungeon, and then go back in. Now, I decided to do like run 100 while filming this video, because I got some comments on that. People wanted to see me loot, to see like every step of the way doing a dungeon like this. So I was on the run 99 and I finished off this video with run number 100. Now we're going to go outside. I'm going to show you some examples of the loot that you can get, and also take a look at the loot that I actually got. So first of all, I'm just going to go ahead and vendor all of the trash items from this run. And then we're going to take a look at some of the items that you can get. So one of them being, and probably the best one, is the stealth blade, this bad boy right here. Unique appearance, doesn't look like much. It looks like a cut off katana, but has a really good price on every realm on the EU. So that's a big one. You can also get items like the rage hammer, for instance, under a unique appearance weapon right here. You can get rings, you can get headpieces, you can get leggings. And you can get a blue item, which I got, which is the Death Blow. That's a sword, but it's not an item that is as good as the Stealth Blade. Currently sitting at 75,000 gold on my realm with an EU market value of 140,000 gold. I also got the Merc Water Gauntlets, which is, again, it's a unique item, but I play in a full pop realm, and everyone watching my videos plays in the same realm as me, and it's just becoming a giant clown fiesta with prices. So the prices on my realm are really bad. Now, I kept some green items just so you guys can kind of see what green items could be worth keeping. Like the Templar boots have a unique appearance with a decent sell rate. So does the Alabaster items. These hats right here, like hats and eye patches, like, look at the sell rate. It is absolutely insane. It's only 400 gold, but it's going to sell like this. So also worth keeping. Now, the funny thing is, I got more World Drop epic items than I got Sunken Temple specific items. I got the Lifestone, really bad. Hurricane, nothing to brag about. Shadowblade, nothing to brag about. And then I got the Blood Racer, nothing to brag about. So that's pretty depressing. What's even more depressing, though, is that I only got 2 items that are specific to Sunken Temple. Now, I looked back at my old videos of loot from 100 Sunken Temple runs, and there's a lot of them. And this is my all-time worst results from doing 100 Sunken Temple runs. Like, by far. It's not even close. So that's kind of bad. Like, I was super unlucky on these runs. It took me like 50 runs before I got my first one, which was the Death Blow, and then I ended up and got the Merc Water Gauntlets later on. So the total market value of everything in my bags is, as you can see, 426,000 gold. But it's going to get quite depressing when I take this on minimum buyout, which is the actual price on my realm, and then we're going to be down to 116,000 gold. So if I did skinning, I would double my gold in these runs. Sure, I would have spent longer because when you're not skinning, you can do the runs faster, but I would have more than doubled my gold. So pretty bad results from Sunken Temple, which is a shame because I don't want to scare people off from doing Sunken Temple, as I consider Sunken Temple to be quite a good dungeon. Historically, it has been really good for me as well. So I'm looking forward to circling back and doing 100 Sunken Temple runs again. But before we do that, I have so many other dungeons from different expansions as well that I want to finish before we start all over again and can check in on Sunken Temple once more. But that was pretty much it for today's video. So if you got any suggestions on what the next dungeon should be, leave them down below in the comment section. And hey, don't forget to check out the VIP Discord if you already have the gold guide. And if not, of course, make sure you check out the 0 to 10 million gold guide. Both linked down below. Appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.